Salutations. Oh, my hair is bad. Yeah, I gotta get a haircut too. Let's see. Big plans for next year. A lot going on. I'm trying to get a manga out there. I was gonna have my friend Robert work on that, but I didn't know he hurt his hands, and I understand that, and I'm not gonna ask him to do anything that's too strenuous for him. I still get my costume designs and everything from him, and it's been a busy year for me. A lot going on, a lot of personal stuff, a lot of struggling stuff, and a lot of stupid mistakes I made. And out of all the working, I forgot that I owe him some money because he's done some projects for me. I haven't received product yet, but I still got to pay him, and I'm going to. But we got a manga. I'm trying to get artists together. It's just so difficult to do that in Texas. Now I've had to look outside of the U.S. and outside of Texas because nobody wants to cooperate out here. We're working on the manga project. I figured I'd put a little Easter egg in since Robert's been a big help. I'd put him in maybe as a short time character in one of the series, but he'll play a big part in the series. Uh, we're trying to do some comic books too. Get a little manga series going. I'm a retired artist. I don't draw anymore. I'm actually very rusty. I haven't drawn in over maybe 8 or 9 or 10 years. It's been a while. I still got the little skills. If I'm a little rusty, I could probably get a few drawing books or reference guides to get me back in the swing of things. But that's not my thing. Right now, we got music. I'm trying to get this music out here. Trying to work on that Man of Steel mixtape. Get the Triforce Warriors going. I may be part of that band, but the main thing is I'm trying to get them set so they can start getting this paper because I got my own band. I'm a brony. Trying to get this Elements of Disharmony going. So, and then get these film projects on. We've been busting my butt trying to get Shine Ryu up and running. And my personal interest is once they get these corporations, companies in, I'll still have a big part over it, like the CEO, but I'll work from the shadows. I'll find somebody I can trust to run these companies, and then I'll just work my little studio because I'm going to set up a little workshop where I can do custom figurines and model kits and make my own brand. That's what people don't get. I'm trying to make my own brand. I'm trying to innovate, try to make my own thing. I love Marvel, well, old Marvel. Marvel's got me pulled back in now because of their Generation series, which is like DC's Rebirth series, which has got me back in. Because I've been reading a lot of manga and MLP and independent stuff like that. And so now it's time for me to get my brand out, and it's gonna be hard because I'm gonna have to work 2 jobs. I didn't really save as much as I wanted to. I just got back on my feet. I got a good job. There was things I wanted, and I know I don't need a PlayStation 4, but I want one so I can at least play a few rounds of MVC Infinite and Injustice 2 with my brother-in-law and a few homies online. Oh yeah, Evo. That's going on for next year too. That's my thing. And then High Roller Pony Con. God, that's a lot of stuff that's going to take up a lot of time and income. I actually hope to network with a few bronies at the convention, a few business bronies, and Pega sisters. And if ladies you don't like being called Pega sisters, you could be bronies too. That's a lot of that, and I trust it. Oh yeah, and spoiler: if you see Leo pop up in the manga, don't try to assume if you know Leo in public that certain things will happen. It's going his character in the manga is gonna throw you through a few loops. You're gonna be like, "Whoa, God! I didn't know that was happening." And I am trying to eventually get enough money to buy rights to a few characters because I wouldn't mind doing a few crossovers. Everyone complains we don't get enough comic crossovers with manga. It doesn't work out, and then you got those divided fanboys that only like anime or the fanboys that only like comics, and I'm neutral, so I like both. But I have friends that have been split between the two spectrums. And eventually, I like to get into some gaming too. But like I said, a lot of these things are against my own understanding and my own skill set. Rapper, independent film artist. Well, not film artist, filmmaker in training at least. And then an ex animated, not anime, just an ex artist that used to do commission work and other stuff. And I haven't drawn in years. All I've done is work, 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 work. And it's time to make my own brand up, and it's trying to help my friends get their weight up by making businesses and corporations that help them. So those are my plans for next year. The first video is what I got going on tomorrow and the rest of the week, because you got to do things sometimes you don't want to do, which is BS, but it's life.